ready to break it down into its primals. First, we're going to get rid of some of the stuff on the inside. This is called leaf fat. It actually protects the kidneys and some of the the best fat in a pig. We use it to make terrines and sausages, especially terrines, because it's very clear in flavor. So we're going to clean that out. So now we're going to break this down into three things. This is the ham, this is the shoulder, and the belly is the belly of the loin. Part of the tenderloin, one of the prized pieces of the most tender muscle of the animal. Right here's where the head would have been. This is the neck. It's great for making rillettes or confit. So now we're going to separate the shoulder from the loin, and we do that in between the fourth and the fifth rib. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to cut a guide for our saw. Then we'll cut through the bone, cut through the skin. Edit that. So here we have the shoulder, the front leg, the hock, the foot, and that out of the way. Down. Now we'll separate the ham from the loin, about 2 fingers in from this hip bone. That usually is where we want to end. We want to cut it just where the tenderloin ends, so you don't have you don't cut part of the tenderloin off and leave it on the ham. Usually it's about 2 fingers. Now we have the ham. You can see that this is Tamworth, also known for having kind of lean meat within the muscle. This is not super marbled, and that's one of the benefits. Makes it a better bacon, because you'll see it won't have a big fat cap. It'll have a good meat to ratio on the belly of it. So there's the ham. Okay, now here's the prime part of a Tamworth pig is this belly portion. You can see that from here to here is the bacon. You can see at this angle that there's a lot of meat to fat ratio on this belly, whereas a lot of pigs, like a Duroc, will have a big fat cap, which is good for different things, but for bacon, that's why this is known as the bacon hog. So what I'll do first is I'm going to take out this tenderloin, set this aside. This is what I'm going to make for this particular dinner. I'm going to make peat meal bacon out of. That's one tenderloin. We'll pull off all the fat on this, brine it, and we're going to make the peat meal bacon. Favorite thing in Canada. Now we're going to release the belly from the rest of this loin. And turn the pig around. This is a skirt steak. So in a cow, this is that famous cut that they use for fajitas. Now it's really expensive. And it's part of the diaphragm. And here is where this is kept. This is how move the lungs. And then here's the flank steak on a cow too. That's the other very popular fajita style steak. They're very small in a pork, so you never see this cut by itself in a pork. We'll take this off and either eat it ourselves or trim it off for sausage. We're taking it down to the last rib. then we're going to take this, where you can see, we start right here. This is where the loin starts, on the sirloin end. So we're going to, at this juncture here, we're going to cut right through to our bones. This will be the one side of the belly. So then we came right through, and we hit the rib bone right there. And now we're going to take it all the way off the bone, flip it over. And on this side, here, I'll flip it. So now to finish up, we're gonna make a cut from that guy to right here is the blade bone from the shoulder, and I'll just cut and connect the lines and release all the bacon from it. There you have what the Tamworth is known for, a very long piece of bacon with a really good meat to fat ratio. So when you cook this, it won't render everything out and have this tiny little piece of bacon. It'll have a lot of meat to it.